Hello, Talkin Fight fans. Thank you for joining us once again for another fantastic episode of Knuckle Up, featuring Mike at 4 and Cedric Benn, who'll be in the den very shortly. We got a special guest lined up. Finally, you profiled him the other day. Who you got, Mike?
We have Mr. Muhsin Cason, aka the Muslim Boxer, on Instagram. Honestly, I love watching this kid fight, man. Great natural talent, big, heavy hands. Related to a world champion boxer, and we got him here in the studio, man. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and I can't wait to talk to this guy, man. He's 10-0 right now with 7 KOs, and we're gonna hear his story. So, Graham, we're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna bring him in, and we're gonna start this interview off.
Excellent. Have fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Muhsin, how's it going?
What's up, Tim? How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know, a long week, you training and everything. So, thank you again for taking the time out to come talk to us.
I appreciate you having me, champ.
Yes, definitely. So you know what? You got natural talent, man. You're a heavy hitter. Your brother was a boxer, so you come from a family of boxers. When did you start boxing? At what age?
I started boxing at 21.
Wow, late, eh?
Yeah, very late.
You didn't want to be a boxer?
No, I didn't. I didn't plan on it. I wasn't like looking forward to it or anything. It was kind of like just an option to get out of a situation that I was in Boston. Right. And once I actually started boxing, that's when I really fell in love with it. But initially, no, I didn't. I wasn't really looking forward to doing anything with boxing.
Right. Because
that was my brother's thing.
That was your brother's thing, right? Okay. So I read this story that you were a bouncer and you got into an altercation and, you knocked the guy out. And I guess a bouncer friend of yours said, "Yo, man, you should do this. You got natural talent." Is that when you first started?
That's when I first started. So, he's actually a professional. It was Kevin Cobbs. He fought Benavidez actually. Yes. So he had told me that I should come down to the gym and try it out, and I was like, all right, cool. And the crazy thing is, me and him sparred that day as well. I actually still have the footage from me and him sparring. He beat the piss out of me that day. I was just, I was winded. I was in shape, but I was really winded. So he was just, punching me to my body and things like that. But he told me I had natural talent, and then that was it. I said, you know what? I'll try it out.
Yeah, definitely. So when you started boxing, did you start off boxing in where you were living first, or did you start when you moved to Las Vegas?
No, I actually started. I started when I moved to Las Vegas. So the first punch that I actually threw, or the first time I actually even learned anything about boxing, was I had came to Philly. My brother wanted me to spar in front of Hasim Richardson.
Okay, yeah.
And he said, we'll see how you are. If you got heart, we'll do it. But if you don't, then. And honestly, I was just trying to get out of Boston. So I was like, I got to show my brother that I can fight. So I just used whatever skills that I had from like fighting in the streets and fighting, around the neighborhood. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to try. So they said, you got a heck of a right hand. And Hasim Richardson had told me, he was like, you got a right hand, but he said, you got to have more than just a right hand. Right. So after that, I tried it and I fell in love with it. And now here we are.
10-0, 7 knockouts, man.
10-0, 7 KOs.
You must be just happier than anything at this point. What a great start to the career, man.
It is. No, I thank Allah. I thank God for blessing me to stay determined and stay focused, throughout my career. Because there have been times where and just little slight like, is this for me? Because I'm too late in the game. I'm just getting started. These guys have way more knowledge and way more experience than me. But I just kept going. So
Right.
Now,
so it's a tough journey to learn as you go, right?
absolutely tough journey, and you got to just have the mental fortitude to take the punches, take the beatings in order to get past it, so that way you can learn.
Right. What do you think the toughest thing that you've faced in the career so far has been?
My own fighting my own demons. Really want to stop. Sometimes you're tired, but you got to keep going. So I think that's the real fight. The real fight is fighting myself, and fighting the urge to say that instead of being tired and want to take a break, you got to keep going.
Right. Who? Oh, sorry, we're breaking up there a little bit.
That's about it. But I would call myself, a tough guy.
No, I think there we go. We got you back. We lost you for a second.
Yeah, I don't
there
know
we
what
go.
happened.
We're
It
back.
literally
Yeah, no
went right. Got you. So what I was saying was, I'm really fighting the only struggle that I really had was fighting my own self. That's the biggest part about boxing. Boxing really teaches you who you really are. In the ring and outside of the ring,
Right.
it's a truth teller. So you can lie about, I can lie on here and say, yeah, I'm in the best of shape, and yeah, I run every day and all, but it'll show when I get into the ring. And so you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be truthful to yourself, because that's when it'll show. Your work will show it. Will show itself.
Right. What are some of your short-term goals? What do you see yourself doing in the next 6 months to a year?
I definitely want to work with kids. As far as getting them into athletics, getting them into doing something else other than being a part of the gun violence. I live in Philadelphia now, so there's a big, really big gun violence in Philadelphia, and I really want to get the kids away from it. I'm also Muslim, so I'm always advocating for Islam, and advocating for Muslims, for people to understand what Islam is, and hopefully get this belt within the near future.
Right.
So but like I said, I'm always about the community love, and like I said, I want to do something to put a dent in and how to change the world. So,
well, since you moved to Philly, we're good friends with Tim Witherspoon, man, 2-time heavyweight champ. Should put you in touch with him.
Put him in touch. I
Yes,
definitely.
man.
I know. He actually fought my guy. No, he didn't fight. I'm sorry, that wasn't him. But definitely put me in touch. I'd love to work with a guy like that.
Definitely. He comes on our Friday night show at 7:00, so I'll be talking to him tonight about you for sure.
I'll be listening. I'll be listening.
Excellent. So can you run us through like a day of your it is?
Shoot. So a day in the life.
Yeah, day in the life. Let's hear it.
A day in the life. Well, I'm a family man, so I gotta wake up early, help my wife get my daughter ready for school. We drop her off at daycare. My wife goes to work, and I usually head to the gym. Of course, right now, I'm taking a week off to recover,
Right.
and then I'm back in the gym next week. But usually I'm at the gym for about 3 hours, and then I go home, rest a little, and then I go back to strength and conditioning for my second workout.
Right.
Other than that, and then on top of that, I'm always about doing something funny on Instagram.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
I got to keep my mind occupied, especially in camp. So, I'm always thinking about doing something. I'm always thinking about what's the new funny video.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I know you got some funny, man. Yo, you got some
I
funny
appreciate
videos.
that. Appreciate that.
I like the one where the wife had the knife.
You know what's crazy? Everybody likes domestic violence for some
Yeah,
reason.
I know it's weird. It's weird.
That's what it is. Everybody just loves some domestic
Yeah,
violence.
yeah.
You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
ironic because people don't usually see the other side of boxers. So I
Right.
really enjoy that part because I want people to know, like, we're human just like everybody else. We're not robots. We're not the
Exactly.
stereotype of an athlete. We can be funny and we can do other things. We can
Right.
enjoy other things.
It's true, man. It's so true. It's so true. Yo, you have to diet? Do you nutrition? Like, you have a
So
nutritionist or?
I do diet. I do diet for my fights. Outside of fights, nah, I be eating chips and stuff like that. But I really need to like diet all the time because boxing is a lifestyle.
Right.
So you have to just literally it has to be an everyday thing. 24 hours. You got to eat, breathe, sleep, and think about boxing all the time. So, because your choices can affect how you are in the ring.
Right.
So, for the most part, I try to stay relatively healthy. But I got my shortcomings. I'm human still.
Right. True. True. Do you know when you're fighting again next?
We don't know. We got some. We have some fights in the loop or in some fight dates. We will see. Ramadan is coming up for me, so
That's true. That's true.
I'm thinking about just making sure that of course, I stay in shape, but I think I might spend that time and make sure that I keep myself grounded in my faith for that month.
Definitely.
So
Definitely. Sorry. Do you remember your first pro fight?
yeah, very well.
Run us through it. Run us through it. The nerves.
All right, so
how you got over it.
shoot, I never got over it. That's the crazy thing. I never really got over it. I was with my brother in Canada, my brother Ibn, and I'm really really nervous. I really couldn't sleep.
Right.
And because of who I'm known. I'm already in a family full of boxers. They're like talking about it like it's just a regular thing. Like my brother was like, "Yo, if you get knocked out, don't come back to the locker room." It's like things like that.
Right.
To me, I was like, "Yo, why would you say something like that?" You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Like
exactly.
I'm about to go to war, and but for the most part, yeah, I couldn't sleep. I could barely sleep. I'm waiting around. And we get to the locker room, and I tried to like fake like I was comfortable. I'm listening to my oldies. I'm dancing and everything, but on the inside, my heart is like about to come out of my chest. Like it's about to come out of my chest. And then they're like, all right, let's go to the back. We about to walk out, and I'm taking it all in. And I kept saying like, okay, I've seen this before. Like I've walked out with some fighters, I've walked out with my nephews. I walked out with Cody Crowley.
Right.
So I know what this is. You got to calm down and do it. But thank God my nerves, they stopped, and then that was it. I just I got real comfortable. And now if you ever see me in the locker room, I'm always laying down.
Yeah.
Or sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sleep a lot in the locker room before my fights. Like I'll take a nap. I'll take a nap, or I'll be listening to some oldies or something like that. It's always somebody taking footage. Like I can't believe how comfortable this dude is right before a fight.
Right.
But I learned very at an early age, like you got to be comfortable in there. If you're not comfortable, you can't be yourself. So.
Right. It's almost like the calm before the storm you're about to rain down
exactly.
on them.
That's exactly what it is. And I always tell people I'm calm before the storm because I know I'm about to use a lot of energy, so I might as well not waste all my energy doing nothing.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So,
do you find it hard to make weight?
No.
No.
I actually came in 5 pounds under the weight limit for this fight. So it's really not about learning how to lose weight. It's about learning how to lose the weight correctly.
Right.
I think that's where most fighters go wrong. They don't know how to lose the weight correctly. But, thanks to my team now, my management team, Amr Abdullah, shout out to him.
Definitely.
He's gonna have me on a really has a nutritionist for me. So we're on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose the weight right, and we're gonna look healthy.
You still get the nerves now at 10-0 with 7 KOs?
I wouldn't say nerves. I get anxiety.
Right.
Anxiety kicks in. So my wife will tell you I'm kind of short sometimes.
Okay.
Not really because of the nerves, because I'm thinking about the fight.
Right.
So but my nerves are controlled, I guess. My heart rate is not racing anymore. I'm kind of relaxed all the time, but my mind is racing.
Right.
And sometimes I have to relax my mind because the anxiety kicks in of, well, what if this dude knocks you out, or what if this dude does this? But literally that happens about 2 weeks out. I don't know. The minute we weigh in, I'm comfortable again. I'm like, I've looked this guy in the eyes. I know exactly what this guy is coming with, and whatever he has, I got something for him too. So
you're finally starting to settle into your trade.
That's absolutely
right.
Starting to be very comfortable, starting to settle in, starting to relax, starting to know my body very well, and starting to just have that mental fortitude where no matter what's going on, I'm gonna get past it.
What do you think it is that separates you from every other athlete in your weight class?
Shoot. I don't know. I believe there are a lot of good people in my weight class, so I won't say. I say, I'm Muslim, so I have a strong faith in my Lord.
Right.
So maybe that's it. Maybe, I pray. I make sure that I ask God to give me the strength and give me the mental fortitude to get past, these tests. So I'm gonna leave it up to. I won't say I'm what makes me different in that aspect, but what makes me unique is I'm a unapologetically God-fearing man.
I love it. I love that answer. That's a great answer, man. I love that. Do you remember the feeling the first time you put somebody to sleep in the ring?
Have I put anybody to sleep in the ring? I don't think what's crazy? I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was like, man, I really want to put somebody to sleep. That actually is. And I always say, I never want to. In the back of my head, you're going to war, so you're like, if he dies, he dies. But it is sportsmanship. So after you knock the dude out, you hope he's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the most part, in my head, I'm like, I wanna put somebody to sleep. I'm talking about just like that those exactly those highlights where it's just all nerves just shut off.
Yeah.
I really want to. I look forward to the day that happens, but I don't think I've ever put anybody to sleep like that. I've always stopped them because it's just I'm either too much. I got too much power for them, or I hurt them to the body, or something like that. But I don't think I've ever knocked a guy out cold.
Well, when you do, hopefully you get to win our Knockout of the Week award every Sunday that we present.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope I get to win ESPN's Knockout of the I hope I get an ESPN top 10 one of these days. But for the most part, like I said, I never wish any I always wish good health for my opponents. But while we're in the ring, I'm definitely trying to take your head off.
You're right.
And so it's kind of like when you think about it, it's kind of like like you got two personalities.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a really nice guy outside the ring. I don't want to hurt anybody outside the ring.
Right.
But once that bell rings, it's on.
It's over.
Once that bell rings, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to take your head off. So, like that Jekyll and Hyde type deal.
Definitely. You've sparred some big names, man. Caleb Plant, Badu Jack. What was it like getting in the ring with those guys who were really experienced?
It was all learning, man. They had really taught me well, one, they would beat me up most of the time.
Right.
So especially my boy Caleb Plant, you know, they were just giving me lessons, and I was learning so much from them. Even and Jerron and his boots,
Yeah.
even though he's smaller than me, he had told me like you got to relax a little bit more. You know, even thinking that I know a lot. I'm just learning from these guys. You know, they've been in the sport for a very long time, especially with they've been in the sport for kind of at least 3 times as long as I have. So they've seen so much. They got so much experience. Um, they just teaching me, and
Right.
so it was great learning experiences from every single one, every single person I've gotten in the ring with. I can tell you literally every person I've gotten in the ring with what I learned from helped me be a better fighter.
That's awesome. That's an awesome way to look at it. That's an excellent way. Um, when you're ready to retire, what kind of legacy are you ready to leave behind? What's the end goal? Did you hear me? Sorry. When you're ready to retire and hang up the gloves, what do you want to be remembered for?
End goal, um,
Yeah.
remember for my attitude, um, for my unapologetically um, being unapologetically Muslim throughout my sport, and I want to be known to know that I was a risk taker and that I did what I wanted to do,
Right.
and
Right.
I was smart at doing it. You know, I was smart at
Right.
maneuvering through the systems of boxing, and moving in a way where I generated the money and the influence that I needed in order to become who I am.
Right. Right. That's a great legacy to leave behind. Um, honestly, I heard you sparred with KSI. Can you run us through that shit?
Whew. KSI is a he's the one who got me into like the YouTube and the
Yeah.
everything, because I really didn't know anything about YouTube. I didn't know
Right.
anything about social media like that. I was on Instagram. I think I had like 1,200 followers at the time,
Right.
and I didn't know anything about these YouTubers. And um, my guy Amr Abdullah, he asked me could I come spar, and I was like, okay, cool. And I first sparred him, and JJ, KSI, whatever you want to call him,
Right.
um, he was strong, and even he didn't have a lot of skill, but he was strong. Um, and I'm looking him up, and I'm like, yo, like this dude has over 1 million followers, and the dude is about to make over $1 million for his first fight.
Right.
I was like, what is he doing?
Right. Where can I get some of that?
Yeah, I was like, where can I get some of this money from? And
Yeah.
after that, I realized that the game is changing.
Yeah.
Boxing game
Yeah.
is changing. It's not just about your skills anymore. It's about, your likability, how many butts you can put in seats, and
That's right.
your influence and what you are to the world. It's about your social class. And so I told myself, me and my wife was talking about it. I had told myself, I said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get to that point where people know who I am. I'm gonna brand myself.
That's
And
it.
so when it came to KSI, I appreciate hhim so much. I had asked him a few questions. He had given me some lessons about, some little tips here and there, about advice. Shout out to Vidal Riley,
Yeah.
good friend of mine. He had told me the same thing. He was telling me, do this or you got to do this, and it's about consistency, and that's where I got it from.
Is
Him,
it,
KSI, Anisan Gibb, um, Jake Paul. They had all told me, you got to be consistent and you got to create controversy
that's
sometimes.
right. That's
So
right. So this
you got
so
to
this
you
is
got to
what
sometimes you got to do things that people don't like,
exactly. Exactly. I hear that.
you know.
I hear
But I
that.
told myself, I said, one thing I won't do is, of course, go against my religion.
Right.
I'm not. You don't see me doing any alcohol. You don't see me
No.
doing any type of stuff that is against my religion. But
Right.
I have fun.
Exactly.
So I have fun with that goes with my morals, not against it.
Right.
I'm not gonna sell my soul for entertainment, but I will have fun. I'm gonna make some jokes.
Oh, definitely, man.
I'm gonna make some jokes and we're gonna laugh about it. And I've always been like that. It's just I guess I recorded it now.
Yeah, exactly, man. For any of the fans out there that really haven't seen you fight or anything, what fight would you say is the best one for them to check out that best shows your ability?
Shoot, my amateur fight.
Okay.
Honestly, my amateur fight was my best fight. That was my most entertaining fight. I don't know. I'm still not there yet where you can say that I'm like that is the fight where, because it's still a learning experience for me.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I fought that person, but I might not have used my jab as much. Or I fought that person, like I might not have used my head movement as much. Or I fought this person and I was kind of overthrowing my right hand. And so I won't say that there's a specific fight that you can watch. I will just say, just watch me grow.
Excellent.
And you'll learn by the time I get to that belt, I'll have it down.
Definitely, man. I've been watching you grow for your career now, man. And honestly, you got natural talent, man. You got a thunderous right hand, brother. Like from hell.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm surprised you haven't put people up, like sleeping.
Me either. My guy Jay Leon. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
Jay Leon was like, he laughed at me because when I first started my pro career, I was 2-0 with no KOs.
Right.
And so Jay was in the locker. We were not in the locker room, but we were in the gym. And he's like, bro, you're throwing all these hard right hands at me. You were literally trying to kill me in the gym. And he was like, you ain't got no knockouts? he was like, all that hard punching on me, but you can't hit your opponent that hard. He was like, I felt like you don't like me or something, because you clearly like your opponents, because you're not doing that to them. And so man, the crazy thing is, that's when I got my knockout. That third fight, I actually said, I was like,
you're gonna do it.
I'm going to. This dude got to get. This dude got to get hurt.
He's got to. I can't be 3-0 with no knockouts. No way.
Can't be 3-0 with knockouts. So, and then of course, everybody who my brother is. My brother was knocking dudes out cold.
Yeah, man.
He was putting people to sleep.
Yeah, man.
So, so there's an expectation there as well. So, but for the most part, I'm just learning. I'm learning that, the knockouts don't come from trying to knock people out. Knockouts come from that skill. You randomly punch that dude, bing, bing, bing. It's the punch that they don't see.
It's that timing. It's that perfect timing.
Absolutely.
And that well-placed, well-skilled punch is usually what it is, man. Recipe for bedtime. Better than NyQuil.
And the crazy thing is, the better I get and the more experience I get, I actually like going to the body more.
I've heard that. It's
I like going to the body more than I do the head. The head is one thing. Yeah, you can knock a dude out, but breaking somebody down, to the point where they don't even want to fight anymore. No, man, they can't breathe.
Yeah.
That's what I really like. I like breaking dudes down, because eventually you can punch, but when you break a guy down to the point where you slipped his punches, you got some skill in there. You've created that opportunity where he just doesn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah,
I think that's where real skill comes from.
Yeah, definitely.
Because with 10 ounces on, everybody can punch.
Exactly.
Some people more than others, but for relatively everybody can punch with 10 ounces on.
Yeah, man. 10 ounces is perfect, man. It's perfect.
Yeah,
you can really feel it. You can really feel it.
Especially in the cruiserweight division. Everybody can punch in the cruiserweight division.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You guys are big boys, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And big boys can punch, man. How would you describe your style of boxing?
I would say I'm a mildly skilled, come forward. I'm a mildly skilled fighter.
Okay. A volume puncher. You like to get in there and throw them, right?
I like precise punches. I'm not
Okay.
trying to, I won't I won't just throw for nothing.
Right.
I'll throw when I need to. But I know, I always try to use my mind.
Right.
I always try to break the guy down mentally. And so I know that, even my body presence, people can feel that. People can feel when somebody's trying to knock you out.
Yeah.
You can feel that energy. You can feel that aggressive energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel that aggressive energy. So it's different. So I like to break people down mentally. So I guess I would just say I'm a smart fighter, for the most part. I'm a smart fighter and I'm an intelligent fighter when it comes to trying to break people down.
I love it. I love it, man. Honestly, I can't wait to see you in the ring again. We definitely got to get you back on the show after your next fight, man.
Absolutely. Y'all always got my number.
Yeah,
man. And I'm always in for an interview. I appreciate
you
guys.
man. It's been a great interview so far, man. I'm going to ask you one last question. Do you want to be loved? Do you want to be feared?
I want to be loved.
Excellent.
Fear is, that's like, I don't ever want to be feared. I don't want people to ever think that I can use my skills against them. I want people to love me. And, boxing is one thing, but I want people to know me for Muhsin. I don't want people to know me as a boxer.
Right.
I want people to know that, I did boxing
right.
and I did what I wanted to do. But for the most part, I want people to love me because of my personality. You know, after boxing, you still got to be Muhsin.
Exactly.
After I retire, if I'm the person that everybody's scared of, nobody's gonna like me after boxing, and I'm gonna be lonely.
Exactly.
And I'm a big teddy bear when it comes to family. I love family time. I love quality time. I love just quality time with my friends and family. So, if I'm a feared guy, I would hate to be like that. So I want to be loved, in and outside of the ring.
Right.
So,
Muhsin, thank you so much for coming on
my
the
man,
show,
I appreciate
it. To be honest, I can't wait to see you back in the ring, brother. Can't wait to get you back on the show. I had such a blast. My guy. Tell everybody where they can find you on Insta or whatever thing. Let people know your social media.
You can find me at The Muslim Boxer. Literally on everything. The Muslim Boxer. Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook is Muhsin Cason, but I'm not really adding fans. I add people that I personally know on Facebook. Exactly. But on those social media sites, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Muslim Boxer, and of course watch out for the YouTube and the. I'm actually going to start a podcast as well. Starting the podcast very soon with my guy Ishmael Khalil. So we'll be starting that soon.
That'd be excellent, man. Do some collab.
Yeah, we got to like collab on something.
We got to do some collab for sure, man.
Absolutely. For sure. We'll get on each other's podcast and really talk about some things.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Make sure you watch tonight, man. I'm going to tell Tim all about you. I'm going to put you in touch with him, man, because you guys both in Philly. You might as well talk to a 2-time heavyweight champ, right?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, Muhsin, we'll let you go, brother. I know you're busy. We'll talk soon. To all the fighting fans. To all the fighting fans out there that watch today, man, thanks for tuning in to Talkin Fight, Knuckle Up with Mike Orr at 4. My man, Muhsin Cason, a.k.a. the Muslim Boxer. You can find him on all his Instagram handle, his Twitter, wherever. Just check that out. I'll let you guys know the next time that he's fighting so that we can all get behind him here. To everybody, man, you know what it is. We'll see you tonight, Friday night panel. Peace.
My God, peace.
Yeah, man.